guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to analyze the pair Cadjpy, and we're taking yet another trade in a buy direction. As we've been seeing, I've tried to take this buy position for several ending up in losses about 3 times in a row, but I'm entering yet again because I believe this bullish trend is about to begin. So let's take a quick look at how we are going to go about this thing and how structure is behaving. So as we can see, we are moving in an upward direction. So price is moving in an uptrend right here, and it has created this higher high, rejecting from a major supply area. Okay, and when we look at the rejection which we had, it was very massive. Okay, we have a very massive push which might lead us turning into a bearish trend. But something which we are seeing here, the previous low that market created, when we look at the previous low which market created here, when price tried pushing down, it took liquidity below, okay, all the liquidity resting below this point, and then quickly rushed up. So giving us indication that we can have a slight momentum to the upside, probably covering this fair value gap which is right here. Yeah, so we have a fair value gap. Let me mark that one. So this fair value gap, okay, so we can have some push here on the monthly time frame to cover some part of this fair value gap before we can head downwards to probably the last order block, which we might see some major move upwards, okay, because we are in an uptrend. Okay, so with this analogy, I'm looking for a buy on the monthly time frame. When we come to the weekly time frame too, we've also seen that same rejection which happened on the monthly, and it has created this double bottom pattern. Okay, so when you look here, price tried pushing up from here, gave some nice momentum, but it failed to hold. So we had a break about that point. So here was the neckline for this double bottom, and price is currently retesting at that point, at the same time rejecting from a 50 EMA, okay, which is has become a resistance for this upwards move. Okay, but let's go down to further analyze this chart. Okay, so this is a 1 day daily time frame. So as you can see, we are in a bearish price is retracing from that 50 EMA on the weekly time frame, and then it has come back to the neckline, also sitting on the daily 50 EMA. So we can potentially move higher from this price. Okay, we can potentially move higher from this way. That's why I've been looking for buy all these days. Okay, for about 7 days in a row, I've been looking for buy on this pair, trying to take price at least above this high. Okay, so that's the direction I'm taking. So when we go back on down to the 4-hour time frame, we can also still see the bearishness of the 4-hour structure, creating lower lows and lower highs. Okay, lower lows and lower high. But currently we have broken the previous lower high on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, this was the previous lower high on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, we've broken above it, and when we look at how price came about breaking above that high, we saw it taking liquidity of this low. Okay, so price broke below that point and never sustained below that. It means price is rejecting strongly from that zone. So we don't expect price to come down here again. If it comes down, then we are heading downwards. Okay, so if price is to come down below this point, then we will expect a retest and then move downwards to wherever it might go. But currently we have broken the structure to the upside, and we will be at the right side of the market if we are looking for buying positions. Okay, so currently price is retracing down to a level, a discount level where we can expect price to move higher from. So let's go down on the 1 hour time frame I've already taken this position, okay, because of something that I saw here on the 1 hour time frame. So as price was moving, let's capture how price moved. As price was moving in this bullish direction, creating higher highs, we saw that price took liquidity of this low, okay. So after taking liquidity, it broke above this point again. I think that was Wednesday, yesterday, I had wanted to take a buy from here, but because of the several losses I've taken in this pair, I decided to wait for price to close above the 4-hour structure to give us indication that we are going long. So I didn't take, because if you look at my previous videos, you know that this is a pattern that I normally trade, okay. Even if it's against the overall trend of the market, I take this position just to capture some few pips, targeting the previous highs. So as soon as price took liquidity of this, I had wanted to take a buy, but I left it, okay. But I've gotten what I want. Price have closed above the 4-hour structure level and is now in a pull down phase, okay. But because this area took liquidity, let me explain very well. Okay, let me move this one here so that I can explain. Okay, so because we are moving in an uptrend, I'm expecting a buy, and this point grab liquidity below that was resting. Sorry. Okay, let's see. So because this area grabbed liquidity that's resting below this low and closed above, it has given us a strong demand area where we can buy from this point. Because when we look down, there is no other order flow or order block which we can buy from, but we have this demand area. So as you can see, there's a strong resistant area, and price rallied, came down and rallied again. So this is a demand area that we can buy from. So immediately I saw this, I placed my buy order, a buy limit order somewhere around here, I think covering some few pips into the fair value gap here. So this trade even activated whilst I was asleep, okay. So that's the plan. So as you can see here, I placed the buy order right here and my stop loss here, trying to take price higher. And this, if this trade is to go like I anticipate, I'm targeting to catch about 5, I think 5 risk to reward. That's where I'm trying to target. But probably I may be taking some few position of when price goes in my direction, okay. So that's the plan. And confluence to this trade, aside all the other confluences I've shown here on the chart, I also took a quick look at JPY index, okay. So the JPY index is the Japanese yen currency, the movement of Japanese yen currency. And as we can see here, let's go to the weekly time frame. We are moving in the bearish direction. The overall direction on this market is bearish, okay. So this was the previous low that price created here, and then we've had a push above. Price couldn't sustain above that point. It took liquidity of the previous high, okay. Price took liquidity of this previous high, giving us an indication that we might move strongly downwards, okay. And when this move occurs, since there is no major low that happened within this move, we can anticipate that price might fall back down to the previous lower low it created here, okay. So because of this liquidity, we are looking for a downwards momentum. And at the same time, when we look at this area, it was strongly respected here, again here, also respected here, and now we've had a candle break below that point. So now the candles are retesting that resistance, a support area which has turned to resistance area, and also respecting the 50 EMA, as you can see on the weekly time frame. So there are confluences on this market that price can push downwards. Okay, so it is currently retesting here. So from here we are expecting price to push downwards. So let's see on the lower time frame what we are also having. So this on the 4-hour time frame, and we, as we can see, price is moving in a very direction. This was the lower low that price ever created here on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so that's the lower low price created, and it will be our first target should price move down. Okay, so but on the 1-hour time frame we also see, and let me capture this one also. There's also it is also respecting the 4-hour 50 EMA. Okay, and it has rejected several times that point. So because we are buying Cadjpy, we are anticipating that this chart will move down. Okay, because when the JPY becomes weak, then the card will become strong. That's why we are buying that one. So on the 1-hour time frame, as we can see, price is moving in a bullish direction. Okay, so this was the lower high it created on the market, which has sustained. Okay, price hasn't been able to break below. So ideally we should wait for price to come below this point, retest, then we can take a sell. So at this point we will know that really price has changed direction, but I'm taking advantage of it being in a premium zone. Okay, we can see some rejections here, but I'm taking advantage of price being in the premium zone and all the other confluences that I've shown on the chart to enter this market early. So to look for price to push above. As we know, 4-hour on the Cadjpy have turned bullish, and we are expecting that bullishness to continue. So let's see how that trade goes, and I'll keep you posted on the results it will give us. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and share.